many vehicles today?
The participants almost 20.
Yeah,
That is from Singapore.
oh,
Yeah. That's the
some passengers.
20, but one room, it can be 20
Oh, I see.
over there in one room.
Okay.
But I think yeah,
5 more minutes.
I mean, it's cool.
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
100%.
Okay, 5
We
minutes.
will be back.
We'll start or we'll do it?
Okay, because it 7:30. We always start at 7:30. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawalah wa la hawla wa la quwata illa billah. Ustadz and Ustadzah, rahimakumullah, and all in meeting room, in meeting Zoom room. Yeah. Today is a special day because Ustadz Muhammad Taufiq AB will deliver lecture in English. So we hope that all of us will understand what Ustadz Muhammad Taufiq say or deliver the material. Okay, and there is no translation because we are optimistic that all the audiences understand about the English language. Ustadz, time yours.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. نحمده حمد الشاكرين وأشهد أن لا
لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الصادق الوعد الأمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على وحبيبنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما مزيدا. اللهم ارزقنا الإخلاص والصدق في القول والعمل، وارزقنا علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا، وآت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها آمين يا رب العالمين. Dear teachers, Ustadhat, rahimahkumullah. First, we have to thank God that today we are healthy and we are able to have Islamic lecture, and the topic that we are going to discuss from your heart to your habit. From your heart to your habit. So first, I would like to tell you that it's been a long time I stopped teaching English. So maybe I forget some words of English, but today I'll try. I hope that you all understand it. If you don't understand, you may mix Indonesian and English. If you want to ask question, you may ask it in English or in Indonesian. No problem, yeah? But I think we are supposed to see English not as a foreign language, but as a second language. Because Ustadz Abdul Qadir Baraja often in many meetings said that in the future we have to open international classes, yeah? Which is the teacher should deliver the lesson in English, and the student also should understand English. I think everybody learn English in high school. Yeah? You should remember English.
Yeah, even in the elementary school.
In the elementary school, yeah. So I hope that this is a good beginning. If it is okay, then I will continue delivering the Islamic speech in English. If you agree, do you agree?
Yes, we agree.
Or maybe in Arabic.
Yeah, we combine them.
Okay, yeah. First, we are talking about heart. Heart is al-qalb. Heart. Heart is al-qalb. Al-qalb. Yes. We are talking now first about al-qalb. In English, it is heart. And hati is taken from this word. Hati. Itu dari bahasa Inggris heart. Become hati. And hati, which is here, is hepat. You understand hepat? Liver. Liver. Hepat is Latin word. Liver. So we are talking about heart first. Because Rasulullah says that the most important organ in our body is our heart. Ala inna fil jasadi mudghah in صلح سائر الجسد وإن فسدت فسد سائر الجسد ألا وهي القلب. Yeah. So there is organ. I translated organ. There is organ in our body which is very decisive, sangat menentukan. The quality of our heart will mix or will decide the quality of all activities. So Prophet Muhammad said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, if it al-qalb in soluhat sa'il al-jasad. Your heart, if it is qualified, meaning qualified heart is heart clean with sin, with arrogance, with so many kind of sins, dosa-dosa. Yeah. If you always maintains your heart, then your heart become very qualified. And if your heart is qualified, the product of your deed is noun of do, to do, and perbuatan itu a deed, D-double-E-D. The product of deed is qualified also. If your heart or our heart is not qualified, so many dirt, kotor, yeah, like to fight, like to hate somebody, like to show off, and so on, then all the product of our heart is also not good. You understand? Yes. So heart is very important organs in our body. And also another hadith from Rasulullah SAW, he says, Inna Allah la yanzuru ila
Recording in progress.
wala ila suwarikum walakin yanzuru ila qulubikum wa a'malikum. God doesn't look at your body. Even Prophet Muhammad SAW teaches us to have good dress, clean dress. But the more important is not our dress, it is not our appearance, penampilan, appearance. But the most important is our heart and the product of the heart. A'malikum, meaning the product of heart, what we do every day. Yeah. So what we do every day, how you teach, how you speak, how to communicate, how you pray, everything you do is guided by our heart. there is ulama names Al-Hafidh Ibn Rajab, Jami' al-Ulum al-Hikam, a book named Jami' al-Ulum al-Hikam. He says, أصل الاستقامة أن يستقيم القلب على التوحيد. You know istiqamah? What is istiqamah? What is istiqamah in English? Consistency. Consistency. Istiqamah is very important. How can be istiqamah? How can we be consistent? How can we build the consistency in our life? Consistency in praying, consistency in worship, beribadah. Yeah? Hafidh Ibn Rajab says that Asl al-istiqamah, al-asl is the, what is asl? The origin. The origin of istiqamah is decided by the quality of the heart. If the heart can build a tawheed, yuwahidillah. Tawheed is to unite. Unity is unity. To unite is bertauhid. So if you can build your life based on tawheed, then you can be mustaqim. And this is the prayer that we have to ask from God every day. In our praying, we always read Al-Fatihah. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Only to you we worship. Hanya kepadamu ya Allah saya beribadah. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Only to you we ask help. And then ihdina siratan mustaqim. Ihdina siratan mustaqim is the first and a must praying. The first praying Muslim should have every day in praying. So in every day we pray fardu 17 rakats. 17 rakats meaning 17 times Al-Fatihah, right? And then if you add a sunnah, maybe it can be 30 times or maybe 40 times in a day. So you have to realize that Al-Fatihah is the most, is the father, the mother of Al-Quran. Al-Kitab, Al-Fatihah. Al-Fatihah is the mother of Al-Quran. Al-Fatihah is the conclusion of the whole Al-Quran. That is why Al-Fatihah is the most important surah in Al-Quran. So now Al-Qalb, as I said, Al-Qalb is very important organ because our heart, when we speak, like now I'm speaking, who orders me? Who orders my tongue to speak? My heart. If I don't like to come here, then I don't speak. Our heart every day orders, instruct, give instruction. You understand? Give instruction to our tongue to speak, and give instruction to our legs, to our hand, to our everything to do. This is what later I will explain the process of doing something. Yeah? So now I come to the topic now. From the heart, yes, to habit. One, no, one. From the heart to habit. I will explain. I hope that you can follow my my lecture? You can follow my lecture? You can follow?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, we understand.
As the audience, Mr. Moderator, as the audience.
Yeah.
I speak to you.
Yeah.
As the audience.
Yeah.
They understand?
Yes. I think they understand.
As if.
Okay. Okay, Ustadz Sada,
Okay, Ustadz Sada.
Is it easy to follow?
Yeah, Ustadz Taufiq asked you, all of you, that do you understand what Ustadz Taufiq said and will say in this lecture? Okay, Inshallah. In the studio, say Inshallah, it means that they understand.
So everybody can follow.
Yeah, because all of us in this room are representative of the teachers of Inali Market. Inshallah, Ustaz. Especially in boarding, it's okay. In SMP, SMA.
If everybody can follow, then I will continue like this way.
Okay, I think it is good, Ustaz. Yeah.
I need to speak slower.
Okay, okay.
The speed.
As speed as possible, Ustaz.
Yes. Now
There are
six
steps. Six steps done by our heart in doing something. You understand?
Yes.
This is from Ibn al-Qayyim. Have you heard about Ibn al-Qayyim? Ibn al-Qayyim is a great ulama Qayyim. Qayyim al-Jawziyah. Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah. This is the student of Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah is the teacher. But the books of Ibn al-Qayyim is more than the book of the teacher. And the language of Ibn al-Qayyim is easier than Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah is a little bit difficult to understand. So deep, the ideas, he said. So there are 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. So this is habit. To be a habit, to build a habit, should process from these steps. Whether it is a good habit or bad habit. Okay, now I ask you now, answer my question. To build a habit and to break the habit, which is more difficult? To break.
Yeah.
If you, for instance, you want to read Al-Quran every day, 1 juz. Is it easy?
1 day, 1 juice.
Is it easy?
No.
Suppose you want to pray Qiyamul Layl every day. To make the habit of Qiyamul Layl, is it easy?
Difficult.
Huh? Which is difficult? Which is more difficult? To build a good habit like Qiyamul Layl, or to be generous. You know, generous.
Yeah. Dermawan.
Dermawan. Be generous. How to make a habit and you become a generous. Not close-fisted. Close-fisted to kikir. Lit, yeah. Not easy.
Yeah.
To build good deed and to break it. Like for the smokers. Someone who have habits to smoke, it's difficult to stop it. Yeah. That is why my question again, which is more difficult, to build a habit or to break the habit?
What difficult is to build. Yes.
To build, yeah?
Yes.
Not to break.
Because very easy to break.
But many smokers cannot stop.
Because not good habit. What bad habits?
Bad habit.
Yes.
Bad habit should be stopped, but it is not easy to stop the bad habit. So I think equally difficult. Equally difficult, yeah? Okay, so the term is in Arabic. First is what is called, you can write it, yeah? Al-Khatirah. I will explain Al-Khatirah. Al-Khatirah can be positive, can be negative. This is from Malak. Malak is angel, Malaikat.
No.
Yeah? And this is Shaitan, the Rajim. Every day, we always have, in Arabic it is called lammatil malak. Lammatil malak, ilham dari malaikat. Ilham. Like today I want to donate masjid. Khatirah ini bisa jadi gagasan atau ideas. Idea. Then, so everybody want to do something, started from ideas. Okay. For instance, I want to get married, like Mr. Kato.
Right.
Before getting married, he has ideas.
Oh,
You understand? I want to get married. This is ideas. Ideas. Good ideas. Yeah? This is good ideas. But sometimes, bad ideas. I want to get married the wife of my friend.
Very happy.
This is called Shaitan. Understand?
Yes, yes. In our man, we all understand.
Okay?
Okay.
So this is Malak. Malak is Malaika. Malaika is plural. This is singular. Shaitan becomes Shayateen. Shayateen. So many Shayateen in this life. Eh?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Okay, this is the first. I want to attend the lecture. Last night, maybe, you have Al-Khatira. You have Al-Khatira. You have Al-Khatira. Tomorrow morning, I want to follow the lecture. This is from Malak. But if you want to do something bad, this is from Shaitan. Our teachers, I mean ulama, always take care of this, because this is the first step. If you have negative khatirah, negative ideas, it is easy to vanish it, to stop it, if it is still in the first step. Kalau pada tingkat pertama ini mau dihilangkan gampang. I want to get married. This is positive. I want to be angry. I want to be angry. This is negative. I want to be angry tomorrow in my school with my friends. This is negative. Yeah. Ustaduna, asatiduna, our ulama, take care of this very much. So whenever comes negative ideas, they stop it. Whenever comes positive ideas, they push it until ahead. Okay? You get it, yeah? You understand?
We get.
I hope everybody, the listeners also understand. If you don't understand, then stop me. You can ask.
Understand.
Okay? So the first step is Fatira, and the second step is Al-Fikra. Al-Fikra. Yeah. So tomorrow, for instance, tonight, last night, I have Khatira in my mind. I want to teach, to give Islamic lecture in English. And then I'm thinking, what should I do? Then I try to read this book. I try to read this book. So the ideas is processed in the mind. You understand?
Yeah.
So after the Fatira, then you think. This is the second step. I often say that I intend to see the behavior of our student every day in Al-Hikmah school is Islamic. This is ideas. Because as far as I observe, I still don't be satisfied by the behavior. You understand behavior? Perilaku, eh? The behavior of our student in our school still not. It is good, but still not so Islamic. So, how to realize the ideas? You think we should give training to the teachers, for instance. We should give observation, routine observation, I said to Ustadz Anwar. Because if only you must be good in behavior, you have to behave Islamic, only speaking, without doing, it's difficult. So after ideas, I'll figure out how to realize these good ideas. This is more difficult than this. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
Any question? Mr. Gatot is thinking.
Yes.
You understand? You understand of ego?
Yes.
Confused.
Little.
Any question? Huh?
So far clear.
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 Okay, I hope the audience also can follow it. Now we come to the third step. The third step. The third step, after ideas, and then you process it in your brain, how to realize the ideas. And then the first step is ashahwa. Yeah. Shahwat. Everybody has shahwat. Shahwat. If you hear the word shahwat, what are you thinking of? Sex?
One.
Okay, who can explain what is actually shahwa? Yes, Mr. Safa. Ana ashtahi, meaning I want to have. Shahwa is not always negative. It's not always sex only. If you don't have shahwa to come to paradise, you never come to paradise. Desire, strong will, drive. Inner drive, yeah? Maybe you can say inner drive. This is very important. If you don't have shahwat to eat, you will die. Those who suffer from cancer, they don't have drive, inner drive to eat. Nafsu makannya itu hilang. This is very, very dangerous. Then you will die. You still like to eat, Mr. Gatot? You still like to eat? Your shahwat to eat is big, right? Big or small portion?
Medium.
Oh, big. Yes. I know he eats very much.
With me, medium.
Oh, with you.
Selalu. Semangat Pak. Semangat makan. Pikir.
Spirit, yes. Okay, so up from Fatira to Fikra and then Shahwa. Shahwa, it is more difficult to stop it. If the ideas has come to the Shahwa, then it's not easy to stop it. If here, still easy. This is easiest. You understand? If the shahwa directing to negative things, like the shahwa to do sin, melakukan dosa, syahwat minum, syahwat berzina, syahwat, it's difficult. It's more difficult to stop it. When it is come to shahwa, then you are driven by the shahwa to realize it, to do it. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay? So after shahwa
means positive and negative.
of course. لولا الشهوات ما ارتقى الناس إلى رب الأرض والسماوات. Without shahwa, we cannot reach to Rabbul Alameen. So if you like to worship, you like to Qiyamul Layl, this is shahwa. If you don't have shahwa to pray at night, you don't do it. If you don't have shahwa to be in the paradise, then you are just no spirit. Why so many people do not pray? Even they know that if someone doesn't pray, will go to hell, to Jahannam. Yeah? But why? Why they don't pray? The shahwa to corruptors. Many corruptors have shahwa to be rich. To be rich. To be rich. To be rich, but in the wrong way. To be rich in the wrong way. This is corruption. This is shahwa. So if someone has strong drive in here, it's difficult to stop it. If still here, maybe it's easier. This is easiest. And then the fourth is azima. Azima wa idha azamta azima. This is Sitqul irada. I translated into English strong will. Azam, strong will. Yeah. From shahwa. And if it comes to azima, it's impossible to stop. Like Mr. Gagal want to pray, want to marry, to get married, has come to azima. I must be. Walaupun dunia tenggelam, saya tetap kawin. Because azima. Huh? Strong will, not motivation.
Strong will.
Strong will. Strong will.
Strong will must be get married.
Yeah, strong will must be done. Must be done. Yeah? You understand?
Yes.
This is the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then number 5,
The last.
there is pray from Prophet Muhammad. Dua from Prophet Muhammad. أسألك العزيمة على الرشد وأسألك العزيمة على الرشد. This is dua from Prophet Muhammad. أسألك العزيمة على الرشد. Saya mohon ya Allah dapatkan keinginan di atas kebenaran. Rushd itu petunjuk. Doanya Nabi. This is from Prophet Muhammad. As'aluka al-azimata ala rushd. So when you have azima ala rushd, then you will do things good. I want to pray. I want to go to Makkah. I want to al-azima. Wa idha azamta, then God teaches us wa idha azamta fatawakkal ala Allah. So after azima, al-fi'lu. What is fi'lu? Deed. No, good one. Okay. After azima, then you do it. Okay? Deed is a noun of do. Noun of do. To do, deed. Good deed is perbuatan baik. Amal soleh. Good. So al-fi'l natijatul azima. This is fi'l is the fruit. What is fruit? Fruit is the product. Fruit buah. Buahnya azimah itu perbuatan. Jadi kalau bisa sampai pada perbuatannya melalui the process 1, 2, 3, 4. When it is big, then it's never come to here. I want to get philosophy doctor, and then you only think, wow, if I can to be doctor of Mr. Gato, but never have shahwa, never had azima, never do it. There are many. Can you bring container to clean water? So you understand this? Right. Al-fi'lu is the product of azima. Al-fi'lu is the product of azima. Then you do it always, like for instance, praying or fasting. We have fasted so many times, so many years, it then become habit. If you have habit to fast sunnah, Sunday and Thursday, then it become habit, not difficult. But those who never try and never have habit, it's difficult. Especially the non-Muslim, to fast one day, they cannot, even one day. Because they don't have good habit for fasting. You understand?
Yes.
So if you have done, then it's become habit. And habit is good habit and negative habit. So from the heart to the habit.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, yes.
Mr. Gatot? Any question? Habit is can be reached. The habit is can be reached after the willing so strong and it's conquered. I mean, menguasai, conquered our brain. Then our brain will follow what I like. Yeah? It can be positive or negative. Somebody, for example, somebody like to drink alcoholic drink, and then become a habit. Why become a habit? His brain is already conquered, sudah dikuasai by the azimah, by the shahwah. So he cannot do anything except do it. Also, when you like fasting, you like to help people, for instance. Some people feel very very nice, lezat, delicious, yeah, in helping people, and then he has habit to help people. But those who never help people, and then it's difficult to help people. If you have good deed to help people, and you know that there is reward, reward pahala, reward in doing that, then you will be easy to do it. And you have that good habit. That is why there is a phrase called habit is the second what? Nature. Ini peribahasa ya. Habit is the second nature. Habit is the second nature. Nature itu alaminya orang ini. Kalau orang sudah kebiasaan malas, become his habit, ya naturnya dia malas. Why? Because so many factors, yeah. Maybe from the family, from the friends, and he always do it, and he feel is nice to be lazy, and then he become a lazy man. And the other way around. Yeah? Some people have a good habit in doing things, have a good spirit in doing things, have good spirit in reading, for instance, and become habit. When it is become habit, then it's easy, no problem. You can read so many books because you have processed until you have azima, and you can shahwah to read, and you have the habit. But the problem if you have bad habit, if someone have bad habit, then doing the bad habit is very easy and become his characteristic. So we can, he is a lazy man. He is a lazy student. Laziness become, yes, thank you. Laziness become his character. So from this process, then become habit and become the character. Yeah, character. We have to teach the student to have good habit in behaving every day in front of the teacher, in front of the guest, in front of audience. If you have trained to speak in the audience, then it's become your habit. It's easy. But if you never speak in front of the audience, very difficult. You will be nervous. So this is the step. So I have this book from Mecca when Hajj. This is all This is one chapter. This is one chapter. There are about maybe 60 or 70 chapters. So I can teach you this book, from this book, 70 lectures. This is one. This is all about قواعد في أعمال القلوب. يعني the rule of the heart to work, the working of the heart. So if you are interested in this, because this is a little bit scientific, yes, it's a bit difficult, but I think you are all scholars, sarjana, dokter kan nggak sulit. So if you think it is good, then I will, I will explain the whole books. Maybe within 2 years, we'll be finished. Okay? I guess it is already explained all, but if you still do not understand or not so clear, then you can ask me. I'll give you one ayat. Open your Quran or your Surah Al-An'am. Surah Al-An'am, ayat number 122. Surah Al-An'am 122. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أَوَمَنْ كَانَ مَيْتًا فَأَحْيَيْنَاهَا وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُ نُورًا يَمْشِي بِهِ فِي النَّاسِ كَمَنْ مَثَلُهُ في الظلمات ليس بخارج منها كذلك زين للكافرين ما كانوا يعملون. This ayah, God tells us how to make your heart alive, because so many people have a dead heart. Al-An'am, surah number 6, yeah? Okay, ayat number 122. It is translated, is he who was dead without faith, tidak ada imannya, by ignorance or by disbelief. Ignorant meaning doesn't care with religion, or maybe doesn't believe, or with another word is kafir. This is the heart is dead, mayyit. Afaman kana maitan, the heart is mayyit, the body is alive. Yeah, and we give him life. God gives them life by knowledge and by faith. Dianugerahi oleh Allah ilmu dan iman. Faith, iman, ya. And set for him a light. Set for him a life is waja'alna lahu nuran, light, shining, shine. Yamshi bihi fil nas. So al-kafir mayyin wal mu'min hayy. The disbeliever, orang kafir itu disbeliever, yeah, is dead. The heart is dead. And the believer, mu'min, is alive. The dead is alive. Yeah? And when it is alive, then God give him lights shining to be with other people, whereby he can walk amongst men. He translates like that. So when you meet somebody, if he is mu'min, then his iman, his heart is alive. But if you go to Australia or to America, you meet so many people disbelieve, and their heart is dead. Their body is alive, but the heart is dead. Yeah, no lights cannot distinguish between water and alcohol. And then he drink alcohol. No, it doesn't understand what alcohol is. He doesn't understand the wife of someone or the wife of or his wife. He doesn't distinguish between somebody's wife or his wife. This is kafir, yeah. Kaman mathaluhu fi dhulumat. Dhulumat is darkness. Kaman mathaluhu fi dhulumat laysa bi kharijin minha. So al-kafirun within the darkness, and they never get out from the darkness. So their life is always dark and no lights. So they cannot distinguish between truth and false, yeah, between haq and batil, because their heart is not alive, their heart is dead. كذلك زين للكافرين ما كانوا يعملون. This is the result of disbelief, as they choose that doing, they choose that day. Here, certainly, like who is in the darkness, yes, from which he can never come out. Thus, it is made fair seeming to the disbeliever that which they used to do. This is the result of disbeliever, because whenever they are still alive, they don't believe to God. They don't follow God. Excuse me. Halo, saya masih ceramain lagi. Sebentar lagi saya punya. Okay. Now I open for the questions, because I have spoken for about 1 hour. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ustadz Taufiq Abe, for the explanation about how the habit actually start from the al-khatirah, from the idea. Yes. I think this is very important. So we have to manage our idea to have a good habit.
Yes.
From the good idea, it will make good habit. All right. And we have to pass all the steps. We have 6 steps to make a good habit. Okay, thank you very much. There is a question from Ustadz Kajian, Ustadz.
Okay.
A lecturer from STKIP.
No.
Okay.
He will speak or just write?
Yeah, I will read the question.
Okay.
The question is how to build the structure good habit in adult student at school. It means
not clear the question.
Okay. How to build the structure? How to build the structure good habit in adult student at school? Maybe in SMP, maybe SM or in the university, especially at senior high school or university. Because today, most teachers and lecturers more transfer of knowledge and skill, literacy and numeracy. Then build the good behaviors in freedom to learn at independence curriculum or independence campus. Yeah, it means only cognitive, not affective.
Yeah. Okay. But I get the point.
Yeah.
How to build the
Good habit for
good
adult.
habit. Yeah.
For adult.
Yes. Good habit can be built not only by speech, but by building the environment, and should start from the very beginning. You cannot start from the student in the university, because the character of the student in the university has been built already by the environment. That is why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam give warning to us, warn us to be good friend. Al-mar'u ala dini khalili wal yandur ahadukum man yukhalil, meaning everybody, the religion of everybody is built by the environment. You understand?
Yes.
So my religion, my being religious, or your being religious, Anda bisa menjadi agamis atau kurang agamis atau tidak agamis because of the environment. That is why Prophet Muhammad said, get a good friend. You should choose friend, especially close friend, because close friend can change your character. One day I select candidate of employee in my office, and usually my staff always select the candidate from the very beginning when they propose the job, and then see the curriculum vitae. Yes, curriculum vitae. If it is not Muslim, wait, select it. But one day, maybe they didn't see it, or maybe accidentally. There is one, when I interview, there is a woman, his name is Islamic. Her name is Islamic. I forget, Aziza, or but I see the religion is Protestant. Yeah, this has happened. Then I asked her, what's your name? Her name is Islamic. And then, what's the name of your father? My father is Abdul Kahar. And your mother? Mother is also Islamic. Where are you from? From Banjarmasin. All your family is Islamic name. Why you are Christian? This is strange. And then he said, yes, maybe if I tell you, you don't believe. How can I believe? Tell me first. Before you tell me, how can I believe you? And then I has already think that this must be from her friend. You know what happened? I asked her, are you a student? No, I have finished my school, and I'm searching for a job now. And where do you live? I live in close to. I was in Jalan Sumatera at the time. And who is your classmate? Your classroom? Your roommate? Roommate? Yeah. Who you sleep with? In your roommate? I said, yes, I sleep with someone Catholic, Protestant. And she is very good. She is very good friend. And then I said, it's because of this you become Christian. And then I said, your father known already that you are Christian? No. Maybe if you tell your father, you tell your mother, they will cry because of this. And then I said, of course, in my office at the time I'm still active in training. This is Islamic training. So I'm sorry that I only accept the employee with Islamic religion. So this is one example that I never forget it. So she became Christian because of her friend. That is why you have to teach your student and tell your student outside the school, if you have neighbors or you have friends in sport, in football, or okay, you may play with anybody, but don't be close friend. You understand? Close friend is very influencing. Very influencing, sangat mempengaruhi. So that is why the question of Mr. Yijin, the question of Mr. Yijin, we have to build the environment, Islamic environment, yeah, like in our school, yeah. we cannot force the student, our student, to behave Islamically unless we make the environment Islamic. And this is beginning from the teacher, and also for all employees in Al-Hikmah should be Islam. This is my answer. Wallahu a'lamu bisawab. Any other question? Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the answer, Ustadz Taufiq AB. This is the answer from Mr. Taufiq AB, Ustadz Yin. If you want to ask more, you can read or you can send message after Mr. Andi question. Okay, Mr. Andi, your turn.
Yes, you will start for your
From you, because we can do our best.
Yes, good.
Our question is that to build or have good habit, learn and obstacle.
Yes.
What's your suggestion? Go to manage or go to our have exercises there. Our staff to powerful against the obstacle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, in Al-Quran, God says, وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. We are created by God not strong, weak. Our heart is not strong, weak. سُمِّيَ الْقَلْبُ قَلْبًا لِأَنَّهُ يَتَقَلَّبُ. You know, يَتَقَلَّبُ is, if you see in the screen when someone is operated and you see the heart is always like this. Meaning that it is easy to change. That is why to make a good habit, it is not enough training, doing a good things, but also praying. Like this is the dua from Rasulullah SAW. As'aluka al-azimata ala rushd. This is Prophet Muhammad teaches us, he prays. Let alone us. Nabi Muhammad aja berdoa seperti ini, apalagi kita. But we rarely do it. We rarely pray. The praying that many people often ask is to be rich, to have a good job. My children pass the the examination, but never as iman, never as good habit, never as how can I build a habit of qiyamul layl, how can I be a generous person? You know, generous person, yeah? Not close-fisted. God doesn't like someone close-fisted. You understand?
Yes, thank you. Okay. Enough, Andi. No, okay. You know that the third question from Ustadz Herna.
Yes.
Ustadz Herna is the vice principal of curriculum in SMP A5.
SMP or SMA?
SMP. The question is Ustadz Hernawati. The question is, it is commonly said that building a good habit needs 40 days.
40 days.
Oh, 40 days.
Yes. It is really correct. What do you think about that? Okay.
What is the 40 days based on? This is from Hadith. 40 days. Yes, number 40 in our religion is something. Yeah, all prophet become prophet when they are 40. That is why Gibran cannot be president. If they forced to be, this is not enough. The brain is not enough. Not mature. Not mature. This is in Al-Quran mentioned 40. Yeah? And Westerners also take from our doctrine. They say life begins at 40.
Life begins.
This is life begins at 40. Life, this is proverb. Life begins at
40.
So before 40, how old are you, Gatot? 30?
60.
Almost 65. Almost 65. Almost 65.
55. You are mature. If 30 is the boy of yesterday, 30 is the boy of yesterday. Before 40, you are not mature yet.
But it's some Gatot mature.
Sure. 55.
Yeah.
Too mature. So there is no doctrine that training should be 40 days. Okay. But I would say that if you want to train, start from very early. So from the kindergarten, from while the your child is still cannot speak, then you begins to think about making a good habit. And then that become easy.
Yeah.
And then ask them, bring them to the mosque, to pray. Even he cannot pray. This is good beginning. But if you start late, maybe in the secondary school, we make the habit. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Then, if we have students has a bad habit from his house, to change it, this is need more energy. This is need more attention to change the bad habit to be good habit. It has happened sometimes. In pesantren, in pondok-pondok pesantren, I got from my friends who teaches in pesantren, like some students come from Papua New Guinea, come from maybe villages in Kalimantan. Then they go to pesantren in Java. It's difficult to adapt the ways of what they have got. So for that, they need more energy and also dua. Don't forget that. Prophet Muhammad always dua. If you cannot donate, masih orang kikir ya. Saya kalau donasi sulit sekali. Pray. Ya Rabb, how can I easily donate? You ask from God. If you never pray, pokoknya yang penting ikhlas. 5,000 sampai 5,000 always. You have to increase it by praying and by forcing. Yeah, you know forcing. Yeah, forcing this, push to quit from bed. Because this is positive negative. This is positive negative. This is positive negative. Something negative. So when you are thinking about negative things, then change become positive.
Yeah. Okay, Ustadz Herna, this is the answer from Ustadz Taufiq, and I hope that
is very, very clear for us. So there is no relationship that we have to change our habit in 40 days, but we have to start from the beginning until now. Okay. Maybe another question from Ustadz in chat room or Ustadz in this room. Okay, maybe Ustadz Gadot.
Tapi bahasa Indonesia.
Ya.
Tidak ada salah.
Oke.
Ya Ustadz, sorry. kebiasaan, lalu hubungannya dengan mohon maaf.
Everybody born with character. That's right. But we don't know when you give a birth, your wife gave birth. Yeah, you have son or maybe a girl or a boy. Yeah, we don't know how is the character which is written black on white, yang ditulis hitam di atas putih, kita nggak tahu. We don't know that. As a father and as a mother, we have to think positively. I want my baby to be a good boy and then a good man. Okay, so don't care about the character given by God, because we don't know. So what we can do is how to educate, how to make good habit until he has a good character. And you always pray and pray. Of course, in doing anything can be successful or not successful. There are two things. Like, for instance, Abu Jahl. You understand Abu Jahl? Abu Jahl is the enemy of Rasulullah SAW. Musuh bebuyutan Rasulullah, Abu Jahl. His son, Ikrimah bin Abu Jahl, sahabat. Ikrimah bin Abu Jahl, radhiyallahu anhu. Rasulullah, when meets Ikrimah bin Abu Jahl, he said, Subhanal mukhrijul mayyit min al-hayy. Mukhrijul hayy min al-mayyit. Subhana mukhrijul hayy min al-mayyit. Maha suci Allah yang mengeluarkan orang hidup dari orang mati. Because the father is kafir, Abu Jahl. But Abu Jahl can have child, his name Ikrimah, and his Sahaba. So this is example. And then the uncle of Rasulullah SAW, Abu Lahab. Abu Lahab was happy when Rasulullah was born. And then this is the famous history, ya, sejarah yang terkenal. Abu Lahab very happy when her slave, budaknya, tell him that Muhammad was born. And then he was happy and he said, oh, I will make you free. Diperdekakan budak itu. But he cannot have faith. No hidayah. So hidayah is something that we cannot make anything. We cannot do. Prophet Muhammad himself cannot change the uncle to be Muslim. And the uncle of Prophet Muhammad is the enemy of Prophet Muhammad until he died. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. You understand? So what we can do is, first, if you want to get married, you have to choose the religious woman from the beginning. And then you have to pray.
Recording in progress.
We have to thank God. This is a good gift from God. You have to thank God that you work. I thank God that I work here. I thank God that I can give something to you. This is from God, all from God. That is why God says in Al-Quran, وَقَلِيلٌ مِنْ عِبَادِيَ الشَّكُورِ, only not so many people thank God. Not so many people thankful. Tidak banyak orang yang banyak bersyukur. Because priceless. The hidayah is tidak bisa dinilai, priceless. So, you understand? I hope this is the answer. I cannot do more than that.
Thank you very much, sir. Next question from Mr. Ustadz Purkon Firmansyah.
BKSD. Oh, BKSD. Okay. The question is, I have ever heard that if we have good habit, it will be destroyed by something haram that we eat. That haram it will destroy our good habit. Please explain this statement.
Yes. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Kullu lahmin nabata min haram, fannaru awla bih." Yani, things we eat and it is forbidden, haram, dilarang, ya. And haram can be two kinds, haram dhati or haram ma'nawi. Haram the substance, or haram the way you get it. For instance, somebody do corruption, yeah? The money that got from corruption, the money is haram. But if someone drink alcohol, the alcohol itself is haram. But the money actually is not haram, but the way it's become haram. If someone eats haram, then the haram thing inside the body will guide him not to paradise, but to hell. Jadi makanan haram itu akan membawa orang yang makan itu ke neraka. But anyway, there is habit. Even someone eat haram, yeah, maybe he has built the habit. Get up early, go to the mosque, for instance. Yeah. This is another thing. The good habit maybe can destroy it by external factor. More affected the external factor than the internal factor. This is what I can do. For instance, someone has a good habit and then he moved to America and he lived with Americans. In America, it's very difficult to go to the mosque in the morning, and then the habit is destroyed. This is possible. But haram thing that you eat is not very influential. Tidak terlalu berpengaruh. Tidak terlalu. But finally, even you pray, even you do things good, if someone eat always haram, and then the haram will bring him to hell, not to paradise. Even going to the pilgrimage. Yeah. Someone do corruption and then use the money for pilgrimage. When he said, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, Malaikat said, La labbaika wa la sa'daika wa hajjika mardud. Tertolak. Because of him. Not habit, but what he is doing is very, very dangerous. Eating haram is very dangerous. You have to avoid that. And you have to ask God, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-halal, ya. Haram. Because it's not easy. This is what I can answer. I'm sorry.
Okay. Mr. Tulkon Firmansyah, this is the answer from Ustadz Taufiq that it is right that it must be halal. Yeah. So we have to avoid haram
drink from the substance or the way we get them. Okay. This is the last question in chat room. Maybe in this room, Ustadz Musafa or Ustadz Lupa want to ask about this topic from the heart to the head. Please, Ustadz Musafa. One question. In bahasa Indonesia, okay. Mr. Anwar is okay. One question from Ustadz Musafa.
Okay.
Yeah.
How to change
simple question, but I think it is need long explanation.
You must have
A strong way. Azima. You must build an azima. I have to change my bad habit. And then you have to force every time your drive from the inner side want to do the bad habit, you press it. Maybe step by step. For instance, good example is smoking. Many smokers said, I cannot stop. No, you can stop. But it's not easy because you have the bad habit already. But if you pray, I always advise someone who stopped smoking, first pray. And you must have a strong will. If only, oh, saya ingin I want to stop smoking, only saying, no, not possible. Must have a strong will. Strong will is not enough, but you have to force yourself to stop it step by step. For instance, usually the smoker smoke 2 packages, then make it 1 package. And then next week, next month, make it half. The next one, quarter.
1 piece.
The next, yeah. And then anytime you want to smoke cigarette, then try to drink something or to eat something instead of cigarette. Finally, step by step, and you always maintain the strong will and the praying also. Ya Rab, Allahumma sahil alayna kull asir. Yani, make the difficulty become easy. And then finally, you will be successful. I guess.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ustadz Taufiq, for the answer, and Ustadz for the last question. Okay, Ustadz, please close this meeting by doa.
That's okay. Teachers, Ustada, this is what I can do this time. This is actually my trying. I want to build a good habit in this school to make English is not difficult. Every teacher should try hard. If you feel that you are still weak in English, you have to learn. Because later, it becomes more difficult. When I, on 1912, I, with the Yayasan, went to Turkey. And then we met the educators in Turkey. When we met, and then somebody will speak, ask us, should I speak English or Arabic? Sadrum also present at the time. So, what do you think, Sadrum? For me, it's okay. Arabic or English is okay. And then he said, oh, no, English. But then he speaks some Arabic himself. I listened to him. He speaks Arabic like Arabic. I thought that he is Arabic, but he is Turkish. His Arabic is very good, and his English is very good. And his Turkey is his language. So he speaks 3 languages. So if you speak 1 language, you was 1 person. Kalau Anda berbicara 1 bahasa, nilai Anda itu cuma 1. When someone speak Chinese here, I'm worthless. Saya nggak ada nilainya, because I don't understand. If you speak 2 languages, you were 2 person. You can speak with English, you can speak with Indonesian. But if you only have Indonesian, you was 1 person. And the way of thinking also narrow, only Indonesian way of thinking. But if you learn Arabic, you learn English, you learn another language, you become broad-minded, broad-minded person, not narrow-minded person, orang yang berwawasan. So I will tell Mr. Abdul Qadir, you have to report to Mr. Abdul Qadir. Then I started to have this lecture, and if it is okay, then I will go on with English. So to stimulate the teachers, to motivate. Otherwise, you are not stimulated. I myself feel that my English now is not as good as when I was teaching.
But still good.
10 years ago, I was teaching English. I stopped teaching English. 1990s, 80s, until 20. Yeah, I taught English at the time. So now if you ask me to teach English, then I forget many things. I have to learn first. So language must be used. Must be used. My wife is a good a lecturer in English, but I rarely speak English. Only when there is a servant not to understand, so I speak English. So this is good actually. So I stimulate the teachers to learn English more. So next time when we have international school, international classes, many of you can teach English. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Okay, you understand? So should I go on with English or next time with Bahasa Indonesia?
English. English is better.
Okay. Ya, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Allahumma shalli wa sallim wa barik ala sayyidil mursalin nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa tabi'in ajma'in. Allahumma inna ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa ibadatik. Ya dzal jalali wal ikram, amin ala dinil Islam. Allahumma unsuril mujahidina wal muslimina fi Palestin. Allahumma dammir a'da' ad-din fi Palestin. Allahumma dammir al-yahud بيدك الكريم بيدك الخير يا رب إنك على كل شيء قدير وبالإجابة جدير ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين صلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين والعفو منكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Okay, thank you, Ustadz Sada, for joining this lecture with Ustadz Muhammad Taufiq Abe. For the next meeting, all of us agree that Ustadz Muhammad Taufiq Abe will deliver the lecture in English. Ustadz Taufiq would like to motivate us to be brief speaking or writing the English because we would like to go international. Alikma go international, Ustadz. Inshallah. Okay, thank you very much, Ustadz Sada, for joining. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.